Paul mentioned that he'd been here before, and in fact we're doubly lucky because our next guest of honor has graced us again. What we did last time didn't put him off. And we're thrilled and very honored to have here tonight as our speaker, the Governor of Bermuda, His Excellency George Fergusson. Thank you.
Chairman, Deputy Chairman, American Consul General, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to get me dancing like that. I had a great-great-grandmother who came from Montevideo, but that Latin blood has been cooled down by Scottish and English layers over several generations. When the invitation came saying that we were supposed to be wearing Latin, I shocked my office by saying I didn't have a toga. And so I come like this. We've had at Government House this last year, it's just started again this week, a programme which owes nothing to me, it owes quite a lot to my wife, of having the 3 primary schools in Pembroke Parish grow vegetables in Government House garden. It's been great fun, and I think and hope it has been useful for the children. As it happens, the 2 schools who are here this evening, West Pembroke and Victor Scott, are 2 of the 3 schools who've been coming to Government House. There's nothing like children. They always say don't appear with children or animals if you're an actor. I'm not an actor, I'm a governor, or act as a governor. And they're great for bringing you back down to earth. At the beginning of this term, at the beginning of the gardening, we had, I think it was West Pembroke, start on Wednesday, and there was a slight muddle. The teachers and the mentors and the gardeners went down to the garden. The children arrived up at Government House. So I led them down, because they weren't going to learn much at Government House. And as I took them down, we opened up to the large green space you could see on the satellite photography we've just been looking at. One of the wee boys turned to me and said, "You've got a huge front yard." He also said, "This reminds me of a movie game we've got, which is about government. And the boss sits in a big house like this, tells everyone what to do, and he does nothing." I should have learned my lesson, because I went to the children's table earlier on this evening, and they'd eaten their chicken, they'd eaten their fish. There was a lot of peas left on the plate. So I said, "You eat up your greens." And well, slightly nicer than that. I said they're really nice. And eventually the wee boy turned to me and said, "How did you get to be a governor?" Which is a fair question, which probably you all may ask, and I won't necessarily give you the same answer I gave him. I may not give you any answer. But what I said to him was, I ate up all my peas when I was a little boy. Some environmental facts and statistics are more credible than others. I think that there is a lot of debate about the credibility of some forecasting on climate change. Not surprisingly, because they range, like most scientific facts, enormously. But they range from quite a bit worrying to really downright scary. And as has been noted, today the Intergovernmental Committee on Climate Change produced its report. And the forecast bits are fairly scary. They vary a bit from other published things, but it's all pretty solid science. It's all very solid science. And like most scientific figures, it ranges. The bit that I find really scary is not so much the forecasts, but the solid stuff about what's happened. And figures like the fact that the volume of carbon dioxide in the world and its atmosphere today, you have to go back 800,000 years to get to what we've got to now. And that represents a big increase in the last 200 years, and I think it's pretty clear what has been different in the last 200 years. There's a great photograph in the Bermuda Aquarium of a predecessor of mine, Governor Lefroy, in, I think, 1896, having a picnic with his family. Nice Victorian picture, nice Victorian picnic clothes. at North Rock. I think if I were to invite you to come and picnic with me at North Rock now, we'd actually find it quite a lot more difficult. And one of the facts in the IPCC report issued this morning is a significant increase. I've got it on a bit of paper in my pocket, but that wouldn't be cool. In sea level rise since 1900. That's the time from Governor Lefroy picnicking out at North Rock to you turning down my invitation this evening. But it's very appropriate that we're here. We're not very far from North Rock. It's very easy to imagine it as a non-picnic spot today. The commitment that Bermuda made a few years ago to reduce its carbon output per person to 10 metric tons per person per year by 2020 was a bold commitment. The fact that last year we were on 14 still shows that we've got a long way to go. I applaud the commitment, and I hope that the community can really pull together to support the government, to support Belco, to support everyone else who needs to make the changes to get us there. And I think the point that was made earlier, that each of us can do something, is a really important one. It is all too easy to say that we are a small dot of 65,000 people in the middle of the Atlantic. What difference can Bermuda make? If you turn that argument on its head and say, well, China has got between a quarter and a third of the world's population, let's leave it to them. The Chinese per capita emission is minute compared to ours in Bermuda. It really is something which shouldn't be done by the fact that we happen to be on a small dot on the ocean means we can't make a difference. Each one of us on this world can make a difference, and people in Bermuda, people in North America, people in Western Europe, people in New Zealand are individually putting out a lot more than the rest of the world. It is up to us. On that cheerful note, I think that I will leave you. We've had a lot of facts and figures, entertainment, dancing. I've given you facts and figures. I'm not sure I've given you much entertainment. I'm certainly not going to be giving you dancing, so I'm going to go while I'm still marginally ahead. But I would like to say a big thanks to everything that the BEA has done during its time to raise consciousness of these issues here in Bermuda and in the wider world. And the legacy in the documentaries will last, and the raised consciousness will last, and I hope everyone here can contribute at least to the latter. Thank you to BEA, and thank you all for coming this evening.